Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Radical Love with Ainz and Lex.
I'm Ainz.
And I'm Lex. And today we're doing another Q&A.
Yes, it's our fourth Q&A. So fun. Loves it.
We've got some fun and super random topics that we're going to talk about.
Very random. Definitely random.
But it'll be fun. But we always start with Rosebud Thorn. Ainz, you want to go first this time?
Sure. So my rose from the past week was definitely my trip to Chicago with David. It was so fun. Was very quick. So he got there at like 8 p.m. on Friday and then left around like 11 Saturday or 11 Sunday. So it was like just Saturday was the full day, but it was really fun, really nice. So cold.
Oh, I bet.
So
Lordy.
Cold. And windy and just kind of brutal because we don't want to Uber a lot of places. But walking was really difficult. But it was good. It was a really, really nice time. And we went to a really nice dinner on Saturday. And it was super good. And they gave us this free dessert. It was yummy. It was all very good. And then there were leftovers that I took with me back to school. So that was my dinner Sunday night too. It was very good.
That's
so that was definitely the rose. And for climbing, the like levels of how they rate for the bouldering wall, how they rate the difficulty levels. It's like V0, V1, V2. V0 is by far the easiest. And normally I just do V0s and I can't really do V1s. But this week when I went, I was able to do some V1s. So I think I'm kind of graduating, getting a little bit better. Nothing crazy, but doing better, which is exciting.
Bouldering is so difficult though.
I don't know how some people look like they're so fluidly moving. It's almost like they're underwater. That's not me. Obviously, I just graduated from not even graduated. I'm in the process of figuring out V1s. So obviously I'm not the best, but it's really fun. And my hands are always all calloused afterwards.
Oh, I bet.
I feel so buff. And then my thorn. So on Friday, when I was going to the train to go to Chicago, it was just I kind of did things like inefficiently getting ready to leave. Like I needed to get my car, which is parked 10 minutes away from my dorm. But I also had like a sandwich that I had ordered from the library that wasn't ready when I thought it would be, so I needed to pick that up. So I had like a lot of different places to go. And instead of just going like from my dorm to the library, pick up the food, walk to the parking lot, leave, I like got my car from the parking lot and like drove it to my dorm so I wouldn't have to like walk with my suitcase. And then I went to the library and got the sandwich. It was just really inefficient. So I got to the airport like, I don't know, maybe like 8 minutes before my train left, which the train, like they don't check your ticket till you're on it. Like literally it's like you can get on a minute before. So that was what I thought would be fine. But then there was no parking spot. So I was like driving around and I was like, oh my God. Like I'm losing time. Time is flying by. So then I finally found a parking spot super far away. And as I was getting out of the car, I like picked up my sandwich that I picked up from the library that was on the passenger seat and it just like fell everywhere. So whoever packaged it did a poor job because it just like totally came out. Like it was wrapped up with like a sticker and stuff and it just came undone. And so then I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to pick up all the sandwich pieces because I wasn't going to leave it there in the parking lot, like next to my car. That would be gross. And then like something fell out of my bag. So I had to pick that up. And then my phone charger fell out of my pocket. So I had to pick that up.
Oh my gosh.
So I like had all these things in my hand and I was running to the train and the train, like the way you get on is on the opposite side of the train than the parking lot. So it's like, as I was running next to the train, it left.
No.
And it was very sad. But I made it. It ended up being fine.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was a train later that night and the timing, I still got to the hotel before David even got there. So the timing worked out totally fine.
That's depressing,
but I had just
though.
I wanted to be there and like do homework and take a nap and relax. Ended up being fine though. I got all the work done I needed to get done for this week. Like eventually, not all over the weekend like I was hoping to. And I did take a nap, only an hour long one instead of longer, but it worked out fine. But my other thorn
Oh
This is a bit
no.
of a funny story. So at Notre Dame, we have these things called parietals, which are like gendered curfews. So a
Mhm.
girl can't be in a boys' dorm after midnight, Sunday through Thursday, or 2 a.m. Friday, Saturday night. And then vice versa with boys being in girls' dorms. And I don't associate parietals as like something I have to worry about because that in my mind is like, oh, like if you're trying to spend the night with someone or, like some funny business is happening, like, oh, make sure you're not talking too loud. But all of the interactions I have, like in boys' dorms, are very pure. Like I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Right.
So it's like, I don't even think about parietals at all. And last night I was at my friend's room in a boys' dorm, just hanging out, talking. Like no one was drinking, no funny business. So it was actually really just like very calm and like wholesome and normal. And I was gonna leave because I was like, oh, I should probably go to bed. But I was like, no, I'll stay. We did the Wordle. And then which was really hard today. It's Friday. Um it'll be Saturday, so I'm not spoiling anything. I didn't know you could do double letters.
Oh wait, don't tell me what the
And
word is because I want to try
I'm
it.
not. I
Okay.
just didn't know you could do double letters. And I did spoil it a
Oh,
little bit, Lex, because
yeah.
there is a double letter today. But I
That's
was like, I'm at
awful.
such a disadvantage. I had no idea. I thought the whole point was
Mhm.
it was like not possible. Anyways,
Mhm.
that was shocking. So I'm doing the Wordle, and then one of the people who lives in that room, I didn't know him very well. We were talking about Lord of the Rings, reading Lord of
Mhm.
the Rings quotes, and like talking about how much we liked them and just sharing our theories on Lord of the Rings. So nerdy and calm and not a problem at all. And then there was a knock on the door, and I was like, oh, like I wasn't really thinking of it, got out of the way of the door. Like the other, like one of the guys opened it. And it was the RA and one of the
Oh,
priests that lives in the dorm.
the priest.
And they took my ID, and I think I'm probably gonna get written up because
Oh
it was
no.
12:45.
Oh
Like I
no.
literally didn't think about it at all. I was like, there's no alcohol.
Right.
I'm like literally like my coat was on and zipped, like I was on my way out, but I was doing a Midwestern goodbye, aka where you
Mhm.
say you're gonna leave and then you stay an extra 30 minutes because you won't
Mhm.
shut up. So I'm just there and I was like, are you serious? And he was like, we need your IDs. And I was like,
Oh,
seriously? And it was so tragic. And this is funny because this is my second offense. Because last
Ainsley.
year, no, it's stupid. Okay. I mean, off the record, I think these rules are so dumb.
Probably, yeah.
And like the fact that I'm going to get in trouble at school because I was talking about Lord of the Rings on a Thursday night without
It's
alcohol,
ridiculous.
not doing anything wrong. Like,
And you're a college
that's
student. You should
just
be able to do whatever you want.
yeah, they say college is for freedom, but Notre Dame has the most strict rules about the stupidest things. Like they just have such a stick up their butt, and I don't really get why. But the thing I got in trouble for last year, it was snowing outside, and I got oddly enough that same sandwich from ABP in the library. Curses me.
Uh-uh.
But we weren't allowed to eat inside because of COVID. But I was like sitting by myself in this little corner behind some bookshelves in the library and trying to eat my sandwich because it was literally snowing outside. So I wasn't gonna
Mhm.
go sit outside and eat in the snow. But then I got caught eating my bagel sandwich. So
Oh, that's so sad.
they took my ID for that one too. So you tell me if eating a breakfast sandwich and talking about Lord of the
Mm-mm.
Rings are the biggest problems that people in college, like administration, need to be worried about. Because apparently that's the case. But I'm not really worried. I mean, if I get like something on my permanent record or whatever, which I won't because there's no
Mhm.
need. This is like I don't know if the bagel sandwich ended up actually coming to fruition with like me getting a write up. I'm
Mhm.
not sure if it just kind of got pushed away or if I actually got in trouble for that.
Mhm.
But if anything were to happen, or if I'd have to go to a hearing with OCS, which is like what you do when you get in trouble, I would just be
Mhm.
like, I forgot it was a rule because I wasn't doing anything that I felt like I should be hiding.
Right.
That's I like
That's
don't feel
good.
bad. But I think it's really funny
It is funny.
and so stupid, but mostly funny. I know I just kind of went on a rant about Notre Dame being annoying, but that was more because that was for a different issue. They just really have rules on a lot of different areas that I don't like.
Mhm.
That restrict me in from doing things that are immoral or horrible for the running of the college, so that's why I'm against some of the rules. But these ones are this story is mostly funny, and I'm not mad.
Yeah.
And my bud this weekend, not this weekend, tonight, I'm going to bed early, and I'm really excited. I'm like not really doing anything tonight. Might watch Dear John by myself. Not sure if I'm emotionally in the state to be doing that. And then I'm not gonna set an alarm tomorrow, so just
Oh, so
hopefully
nice.
sleep for a really long time. Or I might do something tonight. One of Nico's friends actually needed a date to the engineering formal.
Oh my gosh.
I'm playing
STEM.
STEM. I'm playing that one by ear. So I
Mhm.
might go if I'm like feeling up to it. But I had planned to do nothing tonight and I was like really looking forward to it.
Mhm.
But I think I'm gonna go to the pregame, like show my face, and then in the moment decide to go or
Oh,
not
that's
go.
fun. Yeah.
And I was like, sorry for being so extra. And he was like, yeah, this is extra, but it's fine. I was like, sorry, but I didn't want to go, but I don't want to say no.
Right. I feel that. I feel
So
that.
I just haven't said yes or no yet, but it's probably a no. And I think he knows that it's a no.
So you're gonna leave him hanging without a date?
He said he's fine not having a date too.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's
he
good.
asked me today and it's today.
Oh my
So,
gosh. He asked you today and it's today.
well,
Oh,
it's like a
wow.
total last resort thing.
Oh,
So
you're
I'm
fine
like,
then. Yeah. He
yeah,
wasn't gonna
no.
find anyone anyway.
Right. He was like, it's either me, it's nerf or nothing. It's Ainsley or no one. So I'm like
Okay.
not concerned. Yep.
Okay,
Okay. That
that's
was my
good.
really long rosebud thorn.
I love it.
Mostly, I just had to share the story from last night because I just can't believe although officially I haven't gotten an email from my rector yet. So maybe they are not
I'll
going to
ever
write me up.
know.
And they just took a picture of my ID to like scare me.
Mhm.
It was like they're letting me off with warning or something because I was very compliant. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Totally forgot about parietals." Like we were just talking about Lord of the Rings. It was so innocent. Like I didn't even think about the fact that we were
Mhm.
breaking a rule. And then I left. Just went on my merry way. So maybe they were like, "Oh, she's so polite. We're not going to get her in trouble." Because I haven't heard anything.
Well,
So
and the fact that you
potentially.
weren't being defensive, I think is like good. That
Oh
you're like,
no.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like that's good.
Right.
People
And like it
respect
was
that.
12:45. I was supposed to be gone at midnight. So like I was definitely breaking the rule. But also I didn't do anything wrong very much. Like I broke a rule,
Yeah.
but like nothing wrong. So I don't feel guilty, which is awesome. Because normally I feel guilty and nervous about these things. But I'm just, now I'm pretty much a baddie. Rebel without a cause, people. I break rules all the time now.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I don't have any super crazy fun stories from the week, sadly. Over the weekend, my rose was at it was finally the weekend. I went to Florida with my family and I
Yeah.
got to watch AJ play tennis. So that was really, really fun. Got to see my great aunts and uncles. So it was just a really good family bonding time. Oh, well, okay, here's a story. Our family got kicked out of a restaurant.
What? What for?
It was like, oh, what time was it? Like 8 p.m. No, but at this point, I don't know. Maybe it was like 9 p.m. It was like after the tennis match. We all just wanted food. We wanted to go to this really good, like Turkish place and like eat. But like they didn't have any tables open for all of us. So like my family was just like sitting at the bar, like minding our own business. We had to like find like places, like multiple locations, like of the bar. And then like I don't know. Then we decided to just like take it to go. Like it was just like this whole ordeal. And then since like my mom didn't have a seat, they were like, you can't be here anymore. You need to leave. And so like she had to leave. And then I also left because I was like, well, they're gonna be so mean. Like, I don't want to be standing up this whole time. So then like I left. And then my dad was waiting for our food with my two uncles, and one of them was like he didn't have a chair, but he was like standing in the middle of them, like while they were at the bar, and he got kicked out because he didn't have a seat.
Oh my gosh, why were they so crazy about it?
I don't know. And then Kenny Rogers, the singer, his nephew was there apparently, and he asked for my great uncle's phone number because I don't know, there's somehow like he knows everyone, my great uncle. So like I don't know, there was a connection. I just thought that was funny. And then this morning I did hot yoga with a friend from school. We're in a class together.
Fun.
Yeah, it was really fun and sweet. And then like we went and got coffee after. So that was like we've been talking about it for a while that like we're gonna do it. We finally did it. So it was really fun.
Fun.
Very
I
hot.
love finally doing what you talk about. Yeah. What is that? 105?
I don't know, but she's studying to be a yoga instructor. So like she took me to a place that like she loves.
cool.
And so I was like, I felt honored when she asked me to go. I was like, you're studying to be a yoga instructor and you want me to go with you?
She's a full yogi. Like she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. So that was super fun. And then my thorn, I don't really have a thorn this week. It's been a super chill week at school, except I need to be studying for my test next week, and I haven't really done that. So
when is your spring break?
Spring break is not till the end of March.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not really like on the horizons yet. But then my bud is that I just saw my parents, but I haven't like been home actually in a very long time. So like I'm going home just for one night. And I'm test driving cars tomorrow morning, which I've been looking forward to for so long. I'm gonna have to make a big girl purchase. I've really been praying about it. Like, when is the right time to do it? And then we're going to an Atlanta United soccer game on Sunday with my dad's boss. So
fun. That sounds so fun.
Yeah. So lots of things to look forward to. But Ainz, I'll ask you the first question. Yes. It's on my phone. That's why I'm looking down. Okay. What is your favorite story about your grandparents?
Yes. So my grandparents, I would say, I'm just going to tell a story about my dad's parents.
Mm-hmm.
So they are very cute. I'm very close with them, although I guess I don't see them much anymore, but I really appreciate all the stories they tell me. I think their stories separately are like the most funny from when they were young, but my favorite story of like them together is my grandma grew up on like a little, like not a little, she grew up on a farm in Ohio, and my grandpa is from St. Louis, and he like flew planes, so that's how he would like go to her and stuff. But for their first date, he said they were going to White Castle, and my grandma didn't know what that was. So she was like, he's taking me to a castle. She was so impressed, and so she got all dressed up for this castle. And then it was White Castle.
That's precious. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love stories like that. I want a story like that.
It's cute.
When I'm older. Okay. I love it. Mine, I have two. So one is from my grandparents on my mom's side. This is a story I tell all the time. I feel like it's like iconic and there's nothing actually scandalous about it. But my grandma was I've said it before on the podcast, I think. My grandma was in the convent. Her name was Sister Donita. That's where my mom gets her name. Her name is Dawn.
That is like, wow, I feel like I just learned something.
Yeah. And that's why I call my mom Donita.
Yes. I just thought it was like a fun. This is wow. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. And then my grandpa was in the seminary, so that's fun. Again, nothing scandalous about why they there was no funny business going on.
Did they meet while they were in the convent and seminary? Or like was it totally random? They left and then met and found out they were both.
I think they met before. I don't, for some reason I have a hunch
did
that they met
leave
even
for
before.
Each other?
I don't think they left for each other. That's why I don't think it's scandalous like one bit. I know my grandma didn't like that they were going. I know it would be cute. It really would. I know my grandma didn't like that they were going like away from like the habits. Like she wanted a habit and like she wanted the very like strict lifestyle. And they were going out of that. So that's why she didn't like it. But I don't know. I've asked before and they always tell me it was nothing crazy.
Maybe they're just covering up.
I know.
Maybe one day when you're old enough,
they'll tell me.
That would be exciting. I'm waiting for something crazy.
I know.
Story. Like when I was 18, I was like, okay, so when do I get told like that we're secretly like I'm a princess of a like forgotten nation? Like when does the fun family history come out that I wasn't old enough to know before?
I feel like I hear random things now that I'm getting older about like all of my family members, like the ones that I have only met like a few times. And I'm like, whoa.
I know. You learn so much once you get older. It's just the wealth of knowledge.
I know. And then my next story is about my grandma Woodman. And this is like a sad story, but it's also just like such a sweet memory. After her funeral, like one of the songs they played was Amazing Grace. And then I remember like the next weekend at Mass, they played Amazing Grace. And it was just like, it's full circle. It's something that like I'll
really
always
sweet.
remember. It was really precious. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be telling about our lives, Ainz. What is your ideal Saturday?
Okay, my ideal Saturday. So I actually was asked this question a couple weeks ago, so I feel like I'm cheating.
Okay.
But I have two options. First, a game day in warm weather, but not hot, like a football game.
Okay.
That would be a really fun Saturday, but like not every Saturday. And I need a day. So I'm gonna say, actually, I'm only gonna go with that option. So yes, I'm not gonna cheat and do if it's game day, and if it's not, I'm just gonna do it is game day. So
Okay.
I wake up at 9.
Okay.
10. I don't know. I've slept for a very long time. That is how I start the day. Is I've slept for a long time and I wake up and it's like, yay, I'm awake.
Wake up before your alarm.
I don't set alarms on the weekends.
Oh, that's good.
I like to let myself. But yeah, before my alarm because it will
there is no
before the alarm. And then I'd like to wake up, do something to make me sweaty. So if that's like a run or just like a walk outside, I'd say a walk outside would be fun. And then take a shower and like sit in my robe for a while and just like that's always really cozy. So I'm kind of switching locations. I'd like to be at home for the day and then be able to so like my bed that's actually comfy and like the one at home where I can sit and like not feel dirty. I would say that would be really nice and just like read a book for maybe like an hour and then, take a nap, eat a good brunch lunch moment, just relax, not have to do any homework at any point.
I love that.
Maybe lounge around in a hammock for a little bit and then go to tailgates and then to the game.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like a long day too.
Nice. Yeah. That sounds really nice actually. Like I'm doing the good stuff.
Maybe you can manifest it one day. Maybe one day next semester.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It requires a night game. It requires a night game. That's it. It's not bad at all.
That's fair. Okay. Mine is again, like you said, like I want to be well rested, but for me, it's going to be waking up before my alarm because I have the stuff on my phone where it's like every day I have like a pre-planned alarm. So like it changes. Like I don't have to like do anything. It just like automatically does it. So on the weekends, it's like, this is going to sound crazy. It's like 8:30. Sometimes it's like 8 or like 7:30.
What time do you go to bed?
It depends on the day. If I go to bed really late, I'll change it so that I'm actually getting like enough sleep. But then I would get up, I would like have like a little light breakfast, light snack, but like just have like a very like chill get up. Like I'm not rushing. Like I'm just like,
not rushing in the morning. That's just
right. It's like listen to some music, just like clean up some things. Then I'd go like get a nice workout in. If this was like ideal day, it'd be leg day because it's fun. And then like you said, like a long shower, just like make it like very restful. Light a candle. I love lighting candles. I think it's just so
shave
fun.
my legs. Shaving my legs in the shower would be for sure. So afterwards I feel smooth.
Oh yeah. And then I would get some coffee, maybe go to brunch, like always love that. But then like a day where I can also just like go outside, probably like 75 degrees and sunny would be like perfect. Do a little work because I want to be productive, but then just like hang out with all of the people that I love the most, like some friend time, some family time. But if it was every single one, then I'd be like drained, So like, I don't know, a little family time, little friend time.
Okay, our ideal Saturdays sound very similar.
They really are. I mean, we're very similar
So
people.
you just come to Notre Dame and we'll have a
Exactly.
relaxing long morning. And
Okay,
then
perfect.
because our daytimes are the same. What would you want to do
Exactly.
at night though? Would you be okay going to a game or is it like watch a
I
movie,
would
go to
be
bed
okay.
early too?
I would totally be
Okay,
okay with
okay.
going to a game.
This is actually really
Okay,
easy
maybe
to
it'll
make it
happen next
possible.
semester.
Okay.
Oh, oh, that'd be really good.
I feel okay. Everyone else, let us know your ideal Saturdays too, because I feel like just relaxing is probably a really common theme. Just
I
like
agree.
not doing much,
Mm-hmm.
like not feeling rushed, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like it's very, especially now that like we're in college, I feel like a lot of college age people, part of their ideal is like a day of like chill, at least half a
Yeah,
day of
seriously.
chill. Um, okay. What is the most interesting thing you've learned recently? Ainz, you just made a thing on the document, but I can't see it.
I never mind. I was just writing something.
Oh.
Most interesting thing I've learned recently. This is a joke, but to get to the train earlier. So
Too
that's
soon.
not. This will also connect to one of our later questions for this Q&A. And then also I'm in this class right now called Bridging the Gap. It's the one I had a retreat for a couple weeks ago. And we've learned a lot about the criminal justice system. And we interviewed a corrections officer. And I didn't really know what that job was like. Mostly when I think about like problems within the criminal justice system, I'll just think of people who are like wrongly convicted or like the death penalty or just things that are like not obvious, but I think just like more commonly spoken of. But corrections officers, COs, they have a really, really very tough job. The average life
Wow.
expectancy for a CO is like, I think it's 59, where the average American, it's like 73 because so many
Wow.
like take their own lives. And it's just is like overall, I know it's got very serious, but
Mm-hmm.
just recently I've learned a lot about how like mental health is totally not a priority within the criminal justice system
Mm-hmm.
for all parties. So that's just been very eye-opening to me.
Wow. That is really interesting. Did you learn this in like this was a class or like part of one of your
Yes,
classes?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's part of the class.
Wow. That is really wow. Okay, mine is also part of one of my classes, but totally different spectrum than yours. Does not compare. In one of my classes, our textbook readings are like about businesses and other corporations. So one of the things we were learning about was like Zara and Netflix and like how they have become really cool. And I could talk about it for I don't know, like hours. Like sometimes like when my roommates will walk in, I'll be like, guess what I learned about Zara
Yay!
today? Or
That's
like
so good that you like what you're learning.
yeah, so like one of the things I learned about was actually about Netflix. And you know how like when you pull up Netflix and you know it comes up with like a picture for the movie, like there's like a cover for everything. And one of the things I learned, like obviously Netflix, like they give you like a recommended for you and like this is a 98% match. Well, apparently what they also do is like based on like the time you watch certain genres and like the most like activity with them. Say we had the same movie on like our feed, yours might show a different picture than mine will based on what's going to draw your attention. And that's why the covers of them change sometimes.
Oh.
So like the example they gave is if like there's a certain movie where like if someone's into like rom-coms, it'll show like a picture of, you know, like the couple in it. Or if the same movie also has like crime, it'll like show the action scene in it. And I was like, that is crazy.
Would you get the rom-com
I
or
would
the
get the
crime?
rom-com.
I would so get the rom-com too. I'm like, if they're targeting me, it's gonna be like people like embracing each other or like something totally
Oh yeah. And then the other thing we learned about this chapter was about Amazon. And honestly, I'm just going to say, like, I am terrified of Amazon's power in this world. Like, the amount that they're growing and like the different fields they're getting into. Like, they own Whole
all
Foods
of them.
now. Like,
All
they
of
have
the fields.
planes. Like, literally, I literally texted some of my friends after it, and I was like, y'all, this is terrifying. Like in 10 years, I cannot even imagine the power Amazon will have. Someone needs to take it away. I'm just going to say that right here, right now. Someone take it away.
It's too convenient though, bro. People love Amazon because
I
it's
know,
so
but that's why it's
convenient.
bad. Like, because
Yeah.
everyone wants it. And like now
I
they're just
know.
buying up so many things.
Scary.
I don't like it.
The world's a scary place.
Yeah, are you kidding? Okay. This one goes along with your thing, Ainz. How many hours do you get to the airport before a flight?
As everyone could guess based on my last story, when I was like, I got there 7 minutes early and I don't know why I missed the train. As late as humanly possible. So if I'm boarding like at 3, I'll get there at like 2:15.
Okay.
That might, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably get there like around an hour before I board.
Okay. That's also very feasible at the St. Louis airport. You literally get there and you walk through the thing. And
Right. I also have TSA pre-check.
Oh, lucky.
Always. So I just, anywhere I am, the lines are not, it's like a fast pass. It's never that long. So I would say that is pretty much it though. I would say not that, I don't know. I just don't really want to be there. When I am at, like, I don't mind layovers because I feel like I'm really productive when I'm flying. Like I can get a lot of work done and stuff because I don't have anything else to do and I'm not comfortable enough to like take a nap. But I just feel locked in there because you can't leave. I'm not allowed to. And so I just would rather spend more time on the outside.
That's funny.
Perhaps too much time. Seriously, this is like so ironic to be talking about right after what happened.
I can. Well, also, do you like morning flights or night flights?
I would say like not really early, but morning.
Really? Okay, that's me too. I hate night flights because then I'm like the whole day I'm like, but I just want to go to the airport. I just want to get there. I just want to be at my next destination. Except if I'm leaving somewhere, then I want a night flight. But if I'm going somewhere, I want a morning.
Or like if it's an option between leave the night before or leave the morning of, I'd rather leave the night before so I have more time. Even though it might not be flight-wise that big of a difference. I feel like, actually, I like arriving there not with a full day ahead. Because after traveling, I kind of want to like
decompress,
chill. So maybe like getting there around dinner time. That's probably my ideal.
Okay.
Or later.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I know. I like getting to the airport very early because I love the airport. It's not because I'm stressed about missing my flight. It's because I just have a deep love for the airport. I think it's so fun to travel alone. I think it is so fun to people watch. I guess now that I live in Atlanta, I am terrified of missing my flight. And I do get there so early because you truthfully don't know if it's going to take you an hour and a half to get through security or 15 minutes. Like it depends every day. But I also like to go and then like I like to have time before my flight to where I can walk to my terminal versus take the tram. This is if I'm in Atlanta.
Yes, it's so big. It's walking low key takes a while.
It does. And then I also like to be able to like get a coffee and just like chill.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean,
what would Lexi be without her coffee?
That's true. Okay. I'm going to do a serious question because this needs to be in here. So
yes.
Ainz, what makes you feel the most empowered?
Yes. I would say me, like, especially as I've grown, I've realized that a lot of the times I'm going to get into like some of my deep feelings. I feel like a lot of times when a like woman is in a like power position, it's like actually scientifically proven, like with your voices and stuff, like women with like deeper women will like speak with a deeper voice if they're like presenting and whatnot. Like you kind of have to be more like masculine. Or at least I think that's just people's natural tendencies is to like dress in like a pantsuit and like speak a little deeper. And just be like way more assertive. than you maybe normally would be, or like write your emails with a period instead of an exclamation point, like be a little less smiley. I think a lot of people who have been like women in professional places, especially with the period instead of an exclamation point, like that one's pretty easy for a lot of people to relate to. But as I've grown up, I've realized that I really want to like be a feminine woman, and I want to be like the epitome, like I want to be a lady, so I want to be like a boss, I want to be in charge, I want to be respected, but I also want to be very feminine and like not have to get rid of my femininity in order to be respected. Because I think like, I don't know, I think that's a common misconception about feminism is like you can't be a stay-at-home mom or you can't do like these traditional woman things, but I'm like, the whole point is that you are gonna get to be whatever you want to be. So I'm like, I would love to be like very like traditionally feminine woman. So anyways, what makes me feel empowered is like feeling very pretty and like very done up, but also like I know what I'm doing. So just feeling like confident in who I am. If I'm talking about something like with school or work, just feeling like I know what I'm talking about, like I properly prepared, but also knowing that I'm staying true to who I am and like the type of person I want to be.
Wow. That is really good. I really like your answer about still saying like true and feminine, because obviously like at the beginning of my career, I want to be like a big boss businesswoman, but like I also do see so much value in like my mom was a stay-at-home mom and she is like such a strong woman, and like she has a law degree, and like people don't know that because she was a stay-at-home mom. But like that would be really cool to have as like part of my life. But I agree with you, getting like done up and looking confident and feeling confident. Totally agree.
Look good, feel good, baby. Look good, feel good.
And obviously like I feel like this summer for me is when I'm gonna feel the most empowered, because it's finally like my big girl internship, and I'm just excited. I'm also nervous, but like you said, like I want to be able to like bring something to the table and like use my education in like however I can. Like I want people to take me seriously, so like, you know, using my voice, like using my critical thinking skills, like all of that stuff. Big girl job, like put on a good outfit. Yeah. Making a difference and feeling educated, I think really help.
Yeah. I think we're big on like look good, prepare good, feel good. Like I just want to not feel surprised by anything that's happening, like that I'm able to, like when I think of me as my most proud self, I just imagine like the sound of like heels clicking, like and everyone being like, oh, she's coming, but like not in a bad way, not in like the Devil Wears Prada way, but like and like, oh, we should respect her. Like this is for anyone who went to St. Joe, this is how I felt about, well, not totally, but like kind of in a way, so I felt about our vice president during high school, is I was like, people didn't like her, but like that,
but they respected her.
But she was a woman who demanded respect, and that's what I want to be.
I'm not gonna lie, I was, unpopular opinion, I thought she was amazing. I
thought she was cool
her
too. She was funny. I think people just don't like when people are enforcing rules. So by the nature of her job, she was like in a position to not really be liked.
Right. Oh yeah. 100%. It also, that's funny when you said like about the heels. I love wearing heels. I feel like a boss. And also Molly last night, she was going out and she had like on bracelets, and the bracelets were like clicking each other. And I was like, that sound is like everything.
I feel like a boss.
Okay, Ainz, pick one more question to end on.
Okay. I think this one is fun. What job would you have if you were guaranteed to be successful?
Oh gosh. Ainz, I'll let you say the one that we both like after this. If I was guaranteed to be successful, I think I would truthfully love to own my interior design firm one day in business. That would be so cool. Everything that I like mixed into one. I would be working with people, I would be owning my own business, and I would be designing homes.
What more do you want? What more do you ask for?
I really don't know.
And inside your office would be a coffee shop.
Oh, wait, that's even better. Yep. Maybe throw in designing coffee shops on top of that.
Yes, it'll be a Caldi's because you stay true to your roots.
Exactly. Of course. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Well, our hybrid answer is an Instagram influencer, which is obviously the best job because they get things for free, they travel,
Mhm.
they literally live glamorous lives and get paid for it.
And you get more money by traveling to cooler places.
Yeah. So tell me what's to miss. And then it's like my brand would be like keeping it real. So then I could like
Mhm.
post bad pictures of myself and it would be
Mhm.
totally flowing. So that would be great. I wouldn't have to stress about editing it perfectly.
Mhm.
And then my other job, this is like totally impractical, but I think it would be awesome to be a National Geographic photographer.
Wow.
That would be cool. I will
That would be
never
dope.
be like yours is a bit more feasible, but I think it would be a cool job.
That would be really cool. Wow. And you get to travel with that one too.
Yeah, and like
Mhm.
just be scared of everything
my
that's around me the
gosh.
whole time. But it'd be like a cool scared.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like these questions are very telling of our own personality and who we are.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Well, we will do another one of these if y'all want it and ask us more fun questions. We think these are
Yes. Love that.
yes, but thank you everyone for listening. Give us some more topic ideas, maybe another series idea. Like,
Yes. Who should we bring on next for Does Everything
Ooh,
Happen for a
yes.
Reason?
Oh, yes. Let us know. Well, thank you. We will see you guys next Saturday, as always.
Bye, guys.